Hey everybody, Dr. Sanderson here. Welcome to Unit 7, where we're going to be talking about a platform that many of you probably are active users of, and that's Instagram. So Instagram, along with Snapchat, has really kind of burst on the scene here in the past maybe 2 or 3 years. We've seen audiences develop a really strong preference for visual content. And as we've talked about with several of the other platforms, visual content is a key aspect of making things compelling on the platform. So with Instagram, that's kind of built in, just like it is with Pinterest, the need for that visually centric, content. So as you'll look up in the readings and as you read the Vaynerchuk chapter, he talks about things like organizations using stock photos, and that's a really good example of something that's a very bad practice on Instagram because it doesn't get to that again native content that audiences want. So, just as we've looked at with the other platforms, what is it that you want when you go on Instagram? What are you seeking? And generally, it's not a stock photo of something. So, um, platform holds a lot of opportunities because you can do some really creative things with it. The video feature that they added a few years ago has enhanced, I think, the utility of the platform. Some of you may know there's some differences with Instagram compared to the other platforms, specifically that you can't put links into a post like you can on, say, Pinterest or on Facebook. So some organizations try and circumvent that by posting the URL in a comment or by putting in the caption, hey, go check out our website for more information here. So there's that key difference, and then also there's not a shareable feature like there is on Twitter. I mean, we can retweet someone, we can repin something on Pinterest, we can share a story on Facebook. And really on Instagram, we don't have that capability of retransmitting something. So, that kind of creates some distribution issues as well, or it can for organizations. Something else to keep in mind with Instagram is that they have introduced some really unique platform changes in the past year, many of which mimic Snapchat, which is probably their biggest competitor. So many of you probably know that late last year, Instagram came out with a story feature that's very similar to Instagram. There's kind of mixed reviews on how successful that's been. There's some people who feel like it's really undercut Snapchat, and there's other people who feel like it's not been that big of a deal. Again, just as with the other platforms that we've talked about, the key to Instagram is compelling content that's going to make people engage with it. Also, kind of an interesting little nuance with Instagram as compared to the other platforms we've looked at. We don't see a lot of interaction between organizations and the audience like we do on, say, Twitter or Facebook. There are some organizations who are very good at it, and I'm not really sure why that is, but I wonder if it's kind of the native aspect of Instagram in that many people don't perceive it as the place to go for customer service issues. We tend to default to Twitter for that or Facebook for that. So the culture of the platform may not lend itself to that, yet there's still an argument that if people are commenting, it still makes sense for organizations to engage them. So for the discussion post in this unit, what I'm going to ask you to do is go to Instagram's website. And on their business website, and the link is put in the discussion forum for you. They have a whole number of case studies that talk about organizations who have been successful using Instagram for some aspect of business operations. So what I'm asking you to do is find a case, analyze it, and report on what you learned, and also what other organizations could learn from what that company or that organization did on Instagram. There are a lot of cases there, so it's kind of first come, first serve once someone picks one of the cases and you go to the forum. So you need to go to the forum before you actually go to Instagram to make sure that you're not going to duplicate what somebody else has already done. So definitely looking forward to your insights and what you learn from companies who have succeeded on Instagram. And just like usual, your initial post is due Thursday and your 2 response posts are due Sunday. And I'll look forward to talking to you soon. Thanks.